Hi, everyone. Cindy Bettino, Transformational Healing. I'm a life coach, energy worker, and happiness expert. And thank you for joining me for a cup of happiness today. Yum. So today we're going to talk about your healthy no. What it is, why it's important, what it does for you, and how it changes your life in a happier, healthier way. So I'm talking about this today because I had an amazing session with a client just the other day. And he and I have been working, yes, I said he, by the way. Yes, he and I have been working on him having his healthy no in his current relationship for the last 6 to 9 months. Helping him have the confidence to say no with his heart. Helping him have his words, because no and oh is not always part of your healthy no. And now that he's really practiced his healthy no, he's had lots of positive experiences since he started using his healthy no, then we got to see and we got to talk about the benefits and how his life has changed in a very dramatic way within his relationship. So what is a healthy no? A healthy no is you having the ability, if someone asks you to do something, to say no in a way that reflects your heart. So not like the screw you no, like no way, blah, right? But it's saying no with kindness. And sometimes we can fall into that place of no, right? But people don't hear that. People don't hear the screw you no. Then you turn into the bad guy, right? If you don't use your words with your heart, you turn into the bad guy. Let's just put it that way. So why do we have a healthy no? We have a healthy no because your yes is a gift. And everyone deserves a clean yes. And when we can use our no, then the expectation from other people is not an automatic, oh, well, Cindy's going to say yes. Cindy always says yes. Then your yes is expected and it's not a gift. When you say yes to someone, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your family, whether it's a friend, even when it's your children, right? It is a gift of your time and your energy and your creativity and your love. It's a gift. But when we don't treat it as a gift and we feel obligated to say yes always, then it's not a gift. And then it feels like it's something that's mandatory. It feels like we are constantly submitting to other people. So my client has a girlfriend that tends to be demanding, tends to be unkind in her demands, tends to not appreciate her boyfriend. So you might say, well, why would you be with someone like that? Well, because those are her bad habits, right? The truth is, and her truth is that she is kind, loving, nurturing, loves to hug, snuggle, is smart, creative. She's a beautiful human being, but she has some bad habits. And we don't have to be a victim to someone's bad habits. We can shift how we show up so that expectations on the other side change. And that's part of what a healthy no is. Healthy no creates healthy boundaries, right? So we can show up in the way that we really want to show up. And when we have healthy boundaries, we are teaching people how to treat us with kindness, love, appreciation, and gratitude. So how do we do this thing called the healthy no? Well, the healthy no can sound like when someone asks us to do something, honey, I would really love to help you, but right now I'm doing blank, blank, blank. Honey, I can't do what you're asking of me. Why don't you ask Sally? I'm not available for you right now. I'm sure you can find a way to get this done. So your no doesn't have to be the word no, but it does have to come from your heart. And when we feel like we don't have the right to say no, when we feel like there is so much pushback, resistance, punishment coming our way if we do say no, then we feel like we're on someone's tether. Then we feel like we are a victim of circumstance. We love this person, so we have to. Right? And that doesn't last for very long. Over time, bitterness and resentment, kick in. And we become very resentful of that person constantly asking us and constantly being at someone's whim. And no one wants to be tethered. No one wants to feel like they're being controlled and manipulated by another person. But when we constantly say yes, even when we don't want to say yes, even if it's not convenient for us to say yes, even if it's not in our best interest to say yes, then we are teaching people how to treat us. We are treating them to expect a yes. We are treating them we are teaching them how to treat us, and we are teaching them what our expectations and their expectations should be. So he had to start by just practicing a simple, no, I can't. I'm sorry, I'm not available. I would love to help you, but I am busy with. And when that worked, there was resistance and pushback on the other side. But when he felt like he was able to have his no, then he could go into even bigger conversations about what was expected of him as a boyfriend and as a partner. And when you feel like you are constantly on someone's tether, if you feel like someone is constantly manipulating you, controlling you, taking advantage of you, you lose your pride, your self-pride. If someone is consistently demanding in an unkind way, you lose the pride in self. So when we were talking just a couple of days ago, right, we were talking about him having his clean yes and the power of the yes, his yes as a gift. And he is seeing the shift in his girlfriend. And this isn't necessarily a man-woman thing. There are men who can be demanding and needy and unkind and controlling. And there are women who can be. So this isn't just, boyfriends and girlfriends and the girlfriend is always blank, blank, blank. It's not that at all. This is a human being thing. So he was noticing that his girlfriend is more appreciative of when he does say yes and is honoring his no. And he feels more comfortable if, she's in a really negative mood and starts to berate him, to just say, to use his words in a way that says, I really hope you will shift. I hope you will find gratitude for how I show up. And if you can't right now, that's okay. But I'm going to take off and go home and work out and do something that he really wants to do for himself and do his self-care. He's finding freedom that he didn't have before. He's finding his pride again, his self-pride again, because he is really digging into, this is what I deserve and this is how I deserve to be treated, which is a very beautiful thing. So having your healthy no with your heart, right, so that people can hear you, is super important for happy, healthy relationships. Whether it's your intimate relationship, whether it's your friends, neighbors, family. Your yes is a gift. So treat your yes as a gift so that others will treat it that way too. I hope you have a great week. Thank you for joining me for a cup of happiness.